Welcome to downtown Pittsburgh. I'm doing something that I'm a little unsure of today. I don't think this is gonna go great. Let's find out. I'm driving for the gig economy side hustle platform, Gopuff. Gopuff, if you haven't heard about it, it's another one of these last mile delivery services. But the thing is, with Gopuff, you have to go to a centrally based warehouse. Literally, just like a little warehouse in your marketplace. And Gopuff has convenience items, snacks, stuff like that for customers. You pick it up and you deliver. I mean, what's so hard about that, right? But with Gopuff though, typically the pay isn't that great. It used to be $3.25 per offer plus tips here in Pittsburgh. But now that's changed just straight variable base pay. So you don't really know what the base pay is gonna be. If that sounds a little intimidating, that's like kind of most gig apps though. They have variable base pay, even if it doesn't feel like it. Like DoorDash, for instance, it's $2 to $10. Base pay is the company's contribution plus promotional pay plus tips. Speaking of promotional pay, I don't know how, I just started going back into the Gopuff driver app and checking the thing. I have bonus pay, surprisingly, on Gopuff. So maybe this is actually gonna be a decent paying shift. $8, see? Extra. And all I have to do is complete one assignment. Perfect. If I'm gonna drive on Gopuff today, I'll take an $8 extra bonus for completing one delivery. Now, I plan to do at least 2 hours of just Gopuff. So what am I doing right now? I'm driving 7 more minutes to the Gopuff warehouse that's in a different location than, minutes away over there. They moved a little further away here in Pittsburgh. And when I get there, I might have to wait a little bit for an assignment. They're gonna send you assignments, obviously. And it said, even though there was like 0 drivers waiting basically, that I still might wait 8 to 12 minutes. Not ideal. I mean, as soon as you go online, start work, you don't want to wait for work. I mean, you're wasting time. So challenge number 1, how long am I going to have to wait for an assignment? Challenge number 2, how many drops or deliveries am I going to get? I have not done Gopuff in years. We're back in 2025. Now, what they typically have done is they'll give you bin numbers. So I'm going to pick up, like I mentioned, at a warehouse. It says go in the back door, fine. When you open that door to the warehouse, there's gonna be racks of bins. The Gopuff app's gonna say your offer number 7, bin 7 and bin 2. And there's gonna be bags in there of stuff, of the convenience items, snacks and all that stuff. You take the bags and you deliver it per the instructions on the Gopuff app. Easy, right? But here's the thing that's different on Gopuff than other gig economy platforms. You want as many bins as possible. Why? Because you're gonna have to come back to the Gopuff warehouse. I call it yo-yoing. Go to the warehouse, make your deliveries. Where's your next offer gonna come from? It's always going to be the warehouse. So think about that with mileage. And I'm also curious if I can decline. Because I know years ago, you could ignore it or decline, but it's gonna put you to the back of the queue and you're gonna have to wait again for another offer, basically after everyone else. Also curious, am I gonna see the starting and ending destination? I forget what the offer screen looks like even on Gopuff. So this is gonna be a good video for myself and you. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Got a new gig tool coming for you, regardless. Any niche, any app, sign up for a newsletter to be in the know on that new gig tool. But 4 minutes, Gopuff warehouse, how many bins, how long am I gonna have to wait, and then making the delivery. Is there gonna be any issues making the delivery? Let's see how much money I make. What do you think, $15 an hour? Now there's instructions on the app for your warehouse. It says I can use the parking lot between the fire department and Gopuff. So let's see, it's right around this corner here. Actually, let me go back into the Gopuff app, right? Duh. I'm technically not even online yet. I should have been online already. There's metered parking right in front. Okay, that's the warehouse. And then it says to use this parking lot. Oh, there's the sign. Gopuff employee parking only. Well, I see people waiting here, so there's one person waiting. 0 to 2 minute, oh, estimated wait time, okay. That's faster at least. Let's go online. Regulated processes, yes, you will have tobacco and alcohol products. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, no. No, no. $2.75 for 2 deliveries. Customer tips are added after the drop-off. I told you it was $3.25 plus tip, but that was per offer years ago. That was $2.75 for 2 deliveries. And I've said this before on GoPuff, like, here we go. $8.84 for 1 delivery, but it's 19 minutes plus tip. You know what? Let's take this one. It's only 1 delivery. I just want to see though, because it's for 4.8 miles. I'm gonna have to come back, but remember, there's an $8 bonus. So already this is $16 before tip. Oh dude, you know what I just thought? That $8 bonus, no, it can't be inclusive because the last one was $2.75, so it's not already included. It can't be the bonus. So this is gonna be at least $16 plus a hopeful customer tip for I don't know how many miles. Okay, what does this say? Here's the order code. You can see the bin number there. And if I click on pickup facility, it gives me the information that was on the original screen there. All right, so let me go to the back of the building like it says, go through the doors, look at bin 1, and then 19 minutes to make this delivery. GoPuff, order number 1, 2025. You and I are doing this together, but I'm out here hopefully not losing money. Hopefully not losing money. All right, so alcohol delivery. Here's the back, we can't see it, but the back of the warehouse. So here's what happened. I went in and bin number 1 was empty. So it's an alcohol pickup. I'm just standing there like, huh, I guess I just got the order too quick and they're not quite ready. And a woman was sitting to my left about 40 feet away. She was at like a table or something. And she said eventually, oh, do you need help? And I said, yeah, I'm just picking up for bin number 1. And I guess it's not ready or something. And she said, oh, that's alcohol. That's actually next door. You want to go out the doors to the left next door and you can pick up your offer. I'm in the wrong lane, aren't I? Oh boy. I'm gonna squeeze next to him. I'm gonna squeeze next. Sorry, everybody. So I go next door, pretty easy to find. There's a sign here you can see, it says alcohol deliveries next door. And if you're doing new apps, you know, whatever it is, you're gonna have little things like that on the workflow. Like, how do I do this app? You're gonna get it. Just take first shift, second, third shift. You're gonna get used to it, used to the screens, used to the pickup process. I had that on Amazon Fresh. When I did, you know, Amazon Flex, it's just like a different offer type on Amazon Flex, the grocery offers. And I didn't really know how to do it. You'll get used to it. And then there's a woman inside the, like, I don't know, beer distributor or whatever, their alcohol section. And she said, oh, you're here to pick up. I said, yeah, for GoPuff. Am I in the right place? There was like computers and stuff and a desk. She said, yep, just scan the QR code. There was another rack there and it said number 1. I scanned the QR code on that one. She said, did it turn green? It did turn green, gave me a little check mark, I think it was. You just take the bag, that's it. Anyway, I picked it up, it's next to me, it's like a 6-pack and like a can. So now it is 9 minutes to the customer. Now, at drop-off on GoPuff, I feel like GoPuff is a lot of alcohol deliveries. I feel like I've done a good amount, like not exclusively, but a good amount of alcohol deliveries on GoPuff. But they are obviously handed to me, you gotta verify the ID. So when I get there, customer hands me their ID, I scan it, it lets me know that it's valid, check for signs of intoxication, all that. You can't refuse delivery. And they tell you, obviously you should do so. That, or if they don't have an ID, or if they don't like try to meet you, if they tape an ID to the door, you can't do that, you gotta meet the person. I'll check back with you. We should get the bonus after this. So that's what I'm gonna check. Is it 8, whatever it was, 8.86 or something? How much is the tip if we get a tip? And then that bonus should hit right after this. And then it'll probably be another, 15 minutes back to this warehouse. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. I'm sitting here in a very, very industrial area of Pittsburgh, looking at a very messy front porch, stained front door, really brittle windows. Oh, I see movement. I see movement. Let's try again. So as I was saying, look, I have delivered like everywhere here in Pittsburgh. I'm just describing what I saw. Like as I stood on that porch, the smell of burnt, wet cigarettes beneath me. It was in like a big basin. There was a bunch in there. I saw car parts and I saw multiple security cameras, albeit like one wasn't even plugged in. You know, not the best area of the city. And the customer did not respond. So look, I was going through this process. Every app has a process of what to do if you can't reach the customer. So it said, I forget the exact order. You're looking at it right now. It said like call, knock, and then text them, and then knock again, and then call again, and all this stuff. And I did that. And don't click out of it, because I clicked out because it said return to drop off. And I thought that meant like, well, return to delivery or something. I thought it meant like return to the warehouse. No, it meant, you know, go back to your current delivery. So you have to click through it again. You just at least have to click on it. You don't have to actually have to click call. Obviously you do want to, you know, follow the prompts and call the first time. So I did all that. You know, I call, knock, text, call, knock, whatever it is, nothing. And that's when I got back in the vehicle. And I was talking to you, I looked in the window and I saw someone moving. I'd rather deliver it to ensure I get paid, ensure I get a tip, ensure I have a completed delivery for this $8 bonus. So then they open the door and I'm delivering alcohol. So then the app says, check for signs of intoxication. Nothing like that. But the person said, oh, my son was going through my stuff or whatever, and I can't find my ID. So they said, give me a minute, close the door, ugh, pothole. And, you know, I felt fine enough. I felt fine, but I don't want deliveries to take a long time. I don't want anything weird going on, because then obviously like safety is number one. So just be aware, you know, just be aware of your surroundings, and I was. So I'm sitting there just waiting, and then they come out and they have the ID. And from there, it was pretty straightforward. It was just odd. And I scanned the back of the ID, the barcode. You have to confirm it matches like the customer's info first. Confirm that, scan the barcode, it gives you the green confirmation, and then they sign for it. And then you hand over the delivery. And then the app said, are you still delivering? Are you still heading back to the warehouse? Because it's still gonna source me offers. Let me look at the actual app right now. Oh, by the way, I forgot about this. Gopuff is really the only gig app that I'm aware of. Let me know if there's others. I've been doing gig work since 2015. Consider subscribing, like this video, if you can. Gopuff is like the only platform that lets the courier or the driver leave notes about that specific drop-off, which on one hand is kind of genius. It's literally like notes from other drivers for that customer on how they are. So all of it said was like, yeah, they don't tip a lot, no tip, low tip, bad tip, whatever. Like that's all the notes were, which was kind of interesting. And I mean, hey, I gotta say, looking at the screen here, it says I did get a $1 tip, which is not fantastic, but remember I got that $8 bonus. You know what would be even like arguably more helpful is to see those customer notes from the drivers when you get the offer. So when you get the offer, you can keep scrolling or click on something that says notes, and then the notes pop up. Because then you can make your decision even if you want to go there based on the driver notes. Now I know on a customer side, you're gonna be like, I don't really love that. Well, as long as you're like decently nice to the drivers, and you know, obviously drivers want tips. You know, tips aren't mandatory, I get it. But as long as you're like decently nice, you're not gonna have any negative notes. Interesting, Gopuff, alcohol delivery #1. I have a feeling this next one's gonna be alcohol, but let's see. Back to the Gopuff warehouse. All right, I'm back at the warehouse. Did the bonus hit? It did hit. So now we're looking good, but I mean, come on, look at the other orders. I can't take these other offers, guys. I mean, I will. I'm going to take some eventually. But I got this offer. There's other offers. Just not looking good. It says 3 to 5 waiting, 0 to 13-minute wait time. Fantastic. I kept declining some, but I did accept one. Like the best of the worst. Listen, I've always felt like GoPuff is a volume game. Like it's just straight volume. You have to keep accepting low dollar offers to get something. So I declined again, 570, 2 offers. I declined that one. I declined at least one other one that was kind of upside down. 423. It's a 1.7 miles. It says it's going to take 15 minutes. And then hopefully a tip on this one as well that would make it worth it. I think it said it's ready. Because it said it was still packing. Yep, now it's ready. Let me go pick up the one offer for 423 or whatever it was. We'll basically need at least a $3 tip to really make this worth it. You know, a $2 tip is for 1.7 miles. Remember, I'm gonna have to come back. Ooh, GoPuff. Can we get a $3 tip on this one? Let's see. All right, to the alcohol doors. Another alcohol pickup. White Claw variety pack. It was ready immediately, which is nice. I mean, we have 6 minutes. It does say 1.6 miles, so the estimate was accurate. But remember the trip back. So rounded to like 1.5, it's gonna be a 3 mile, technically 3.1, 3.2 mile round trip for $4 and some cents. If it's a 3-point-some mile trip, again, that is exactly why we need a $2, ideally $3 tip on this for it to even be worth it. You know, we're aiming for $1.75. Pay it out per mile, ideally $2 to $3 plus. And I checked, I've been activated on GoPuff for over 4 years now. Like I just told you, it's gonna be a volume game. You want more offers per hour. Ideally, they're a good margin, but also short as possible. If you're gonna be doing GoPuff, you need short runs so you can just go to the customer. You have a short round trip. These are all gonna be round trip deliveries basically. So you can just pop back over to the warehouse, you get the tip, hopefully some higher base pay. That is how you would make money on GoPuff. Okay, good news number one, my air conditioning is working. Someone explain that. Like I've been putting the AC thing on. I've been trying to use it in like 80-degree weather and hasn't been working. I've driven the thing and now it's working. I don't know, I'm very happy about that. It's sticky and humid today. Good news number two, we wanted a $3 tip. I got a $6 tip. Nice. So that was, how much did it pay again? $4 something? So now it's a $10 offer for 1.7 miles. Good luck. I mean, I did nothing there. Customer was like already ready with the ID, and you have to scan the product first. I'm trying to scan her ID first, and then I realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't done GoPuff in a minute, excuse me. Scan the product first, then you're prompted to scan a passport or a license. You select the which one, and then you scan it. Yep, I'm back. This time I'm waiting by the alcohol doors because the last two have been alcohol, so I feel like it's gonna be alcohol. Oh, they just put me offline. You're offline. Well, you notice you haven't accepted any recent trip offers, so hold on. Screenshot that. So your delivery session was ended. Go online when you're ready to start receiving offers. Don't worry about that. You can go right back online, which is what I'm gonna do. Go online. Oh my God, I need to screenshot this one. Can you believe $386 for 3 deliveries, 36 minutes, 6.1 miles. So obviously already upside down. You'd have to get, if you got $3 tips, that'd be $9. That'd be a $13 order for 12 miles. Man, that wouldn't be good. Like I'm trying to say here, see, they sent me offline again. That's fine, go back online. They're sending offers, so I can decline some, but you know, that's what we're looking for. Okay pay with low mileage, that's what I want. Man, like this one. And you know what's fascinating? I can't guarantee it, but again, this is another leg of a multi-leg delivery, and it seems like they just, you know, took it out of the 3 deliveries and just sent me the one offer. 8:38, 17 minutes, 2.7 miles. That's what we want. It's short-ish. It's not gonna take that long, hopefully. It's already got a good base pay, and this is Before, yeah, customer tips are added after drop-off, before tip as well. So, sitting by the alcohol door right here, let's go pick it up. So it's interesting, like I told you, parking by those alcohol doors, that is just alcohol. So I picked up the alcohol components, but then there is GM, or again, general merchandise items on the other side of the warehouse. So the same nice woman in the alcohol side, I was looking for both components on the bin 1 section, and she said, oh, what's it say? And you can click on it where it says components, and it'll tell you the actual breakdown of the items in the order. So I had 4-pack cold Guinness, by the way. So use your hot and cold bag. You can just put that in there for any cold items. Because I imagine when the customer orders it, it might be advertised as cold. You probably already have a hot and cold bag. If not, we have a accessories storefront link down below. But then I had to go to the other side of the warehouse, go around back, same thing, bin number 1, grab the GM stuff. But 3 for 3, all alcohol, I thought so, on GoPuff. So let's head down these winding south side slope roads that is also built for the tram as you drive. Oh, there it is. How about that? As they're also driving over the tracks, which is wonderful in the winter, and deliver this single item. Hopefully we get a good tip. And I wonder, is this all gonna be worth it? Because there's so many different side hustle apps to use. Like, what about GoPuff? GoPuff is not super popular. Is there a reason? Is the pay absolutely awful? Is it sneaky? Is it like actually decently paying with the right, luck and skill? We'll see the numbers at the end of this video. Hang with me. Done. Passport delivery. That was actually my first ever age verify delivery with a passport. Pretty cool. I mean, it worked perfectly fine. It just said, scan the passport, hold it far enough away, it can capture the entire image. It did, and done. Just had to sign for it, per usual. That was very easy. And at this point, we are 2 hours in, and I'm close to home. Time to wrap it up. One more. Let's do one more. I'm driving 10 minutes, 2.5 miles back to the GoPuff warehouse. I'm thinking we're going 4 for 4 in alcohol. What do you think? It's probably gonna be 4 for 4 alcohol deliveries. Let's do it. We're not giving up yet. I remember, gonna go over the numbers with you. Sign up for that newsletter to get that new gig tool coming in just a couple of months here. You can reserve your spots. So let's do it. Driving for GoPuff in 2025, the go-to alcohol platform, apparently. I just want to see. I was sitting there for a good, at least 10 minutes, and it said the wait time was going to be, I think, 10 to 13 minutes or whatever it was. And if I didn't accept the first offer they sent me, I think I would have been sitting there for another maybe 10 minutes. Because when I did get an offer and I drove through that little alley, that little parking lot, there was at least 6 drivers, actually 7 that were waiting. Out of morbid curiosity only, let's see what happens on my last offer if you accept a $2-ish stacked delivery. 2 deliveries, it's like, I don't know what it is. You're looking at it right now. It's like $273 or something. It's 2 deliveries. It's headed towards downtown, so I'm like headed towards home. I just want to see, is this going to be a complete bomb? Are we going to get any tips on these last 2 GoPuff deliveries? One was alcohol, and actually this is delivery 4 and 5. So we were 4 for 5 with alcohol, because the other one actually has no alcohol. On basically the lowest base pay you could get, less than DoorDash, a sub $2 base pay. Let's see if this is gonna be at all worth it for the mileage and the time here. And I'm done. First shift in years, GoPuff 2025. Is it worth it? What's the final numbers? As we do here, again, make sure to subscribe. All I do is help you make money in different side hustles like GoPuff and maybe some of the better ones as well. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. Numbers time. I give my reaction live and I'll put the numbers on the screen for you as well. Okay. I don't think it was as bad as I thought. But then why? I feel like I still did like 18 an hour. I still think it was a decent shift. I'll be surprised if it's above or like really below that number, but I don't think it was 14, 15 an hour. I don't think it was awful. You know, all of these apps, it has an element of luck to it, right? How much is the customer gonna tip? But still, like, there's definitely strategy of what you accept and what you decline. And I feel like the declines that I had today were smart declines. Once we targeted a strategy, short offers, better margined offers, hopefully, I don't think you're gonna get a lot of bonus pay on Gopuff. I think bonus pay is gonna be rare on Gopuff, but we got lucky with the bonus pay on the first one. So I think I did, I feel like still $2 a mile. No, well, maybe a touch less because the commuting miles back. I still feel like I did $1.70 plus. I still feel like it was a decent shift. Is GoPuff worth it? Like one shift, I did 5 deliveries, good sample size, on a Sunday. I mean, we can't say definitively with one shift in one marketplace, so share your experience with GoPuff down below. I still think GoPuff is gonna be one of those like last option for whatever reason. If you think you're gonna get super lucky, it's gonna be a volume game. It's not gonna be the highest paying gig app. I feel like this shift was like 60-40 luck with a $6 tip, with the bonus pay. I don't think GoPuff is gonna be a gig app that you can reliably say, okay, this one, because you're voting with your time here, this one is gonna make me the most money out of all these other gig apps. I don't think it's gonna be GoPuff.